Who built the money pit? Why did they build the money pit? And was it somebody from within their own organization? Perhaps it's another clue to pin down the money pit. There. For years, Oak Island has been at the center of one of the most persistent mysteries in history. The popular show The Curse of Oak Island has captivated millions with the promise of hidden treasure, tantalizing clues, and elaborate searches. However, what if everything we've been watching is nothing more than a carefully crafted illusion? In this expose, we'll reveal shocking insights from an insider who claims the treasure may never exist at all. The truth about Oak Island is far darker and more complicated than anyone imagined. Now an insider with close knowledge of the show and the island has come forward, dropping a bombshell that no one was ready to hear. According to this source, the treasure we've all been led to believe in might never have existed in the first place. This startling revelation sheds light on the real motivations behind the search for Oak Island's treasure. The insider claims that Oak Island's treasure hunt is not the result of a genuine belief that a fortune lies buried, but a carefully constructed show designed to keep viewers hooked. The source reveals that the continuous digging, the cryptic symbols, and the tantalizing discoveries are all part of a strategy to maintain interest. The promise of treasure, they claim, is simply a tool used to fuel curiosity and keep audiences coming back for more. The legend of Oak Island began centuries ago with tales of pirates, hidden riches, and secret vaults buried deep within the island. For generations, treasure hunters have flocked to this small island off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada, hoping to strike it rich. In 2014, The Curse of Oak Island premiered on the History Channel, further fueling the belief that something valuable lay buried beneath the earth. Rick and Marty Lagina, two brothers from Michigan, are the faces of the show. They invested heavily in the search for the treasure, and their determination paired with the island's rich history created a perfect recipe for TV ratings. The show became an instant hit, raking in millions of viewers each week, all eager to see if the Lagina brothers would be the ones to unlock the mystery. Over the years, the show has followed the brothers and their team as they sift through dirt, dig enormous pits, and conduct sophisticated tests, all in search of the fabled treasure. Every new discovery, whether it be a piece of wood, a metal fragment, or an ancient artifact, seems to get closer to revealing the treasure's location. However, despite all the efforts, the treasure remains elusive. Rick and Marty Lagina's role in the illusion. One of the most shocking aspects of this revelation is the role that Rick and Marty Lagina play in perpetuating this myth. The insider states that even the Lagina brothers know there is no treasure to be found on Oak Island. According to the source, their involvement in the show is purely contractual. They are well aware that the treasure hunt is a never-ending cycle designed to be just exciting enough to maintain the illusion that something valuable might be discovered, but never quite revealing the truth. It's a bitter pill to swallow for fans who have watched Rick and Marty's emotional highs and lows over the years, believing they were on the verge of uncovering a long-lost fortune. But the truth, as the insider suggests, is far more pragmatic. The brothers, along with the rest of the team, continue the search because of their contracts with the network. They have been forced to keep the dream alive for the cameras, despite knowing full well that it may be all for show. While the mystery of the treasure may have captured the world's attention, the real treasure on Oak Island is something entirely different: television ratings and profits. The source explains that the show has been a massive success for the History Channel, generating significant revenue through advertisements, merchandise, and syndication. The more people believe in the possibility of treasure, the more money the show makes. This cycle has created a situation where revealing the truth could be detrimental to the show's success. If viewers knew that the treasure might never be found, ratings could plummet and the show's run would be over. As a result, the mystery continues, fueled by the belief that the treasure is just out of reach, waiting to be uncovered by the next great discovery. In many ways, Oak Island has become a metaphor for the power of storytelling in the modern world. The treasure is not just a physical object buried beneath the ground, it represents the dreams, hopes, and desires of millions of viewers who tune in week after week, eagerly waiting for the moment when the treasure is finally found. The show, like the treasure itself, exists as a symbol of something greater, a symbol of our collective yearning for answers and our desire to believe that the impossible can be made real. Over the years, many so-called clues have been discovered on Oak Island, from mysterious stones with strange carvings to fragments of metal that seem to hint at the presence of a hidden vault. Each discovery has added fuel to the fire. However, as the insider reveals, many of these clues have either been misinterpreted or intentionally exaggerated for dramatic effect. One of the most infamous examples is the Money Pit, a deep shaft on the island that has been the focus of countless excavations. The pit, believed to be the location of the treasure, has been dug and redone multiple times with little to show for it. The insider suggests that the pit may have originally been created for entirely different reasons and that the supposed treasure is simply a myth that has been passed down through the generations. Similarly, the various symbols and artifacts discovered on the island, which have been touted as evidence of a hidden treasure, may have much more mundane explanations. The insider claims that some of the objects were planted by earlier treasure hunters, while others could have been misidentified or simply coincidental. Despite this, the show continues to build on these so-called clues, weaving an intricate web of mystery and intrigue that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. Despite the insider revelations, the show continues to thrive, and the search for treasure on Oak Island marches on. Viewers are still captivated by the ongoing saga, eager to see what new developments will unfold in the next season. The question remains, why does the show continue to push forward with this seemingly endless search for treasure, even when the chances of success are so slim? The answer, as the insider suggests, is simple: it's all about maintaining the illusion. The show has become a phenomenon, and as long as the mystery persists, the ratings will keep coming. The belief in treasure, no matter how unfounded, will continue to fuel the show's success. In the end, the real treasure of Oak Island may not be buried in the ground but in the minds of the viewers who believe in its existence. The mystery, the suspense, and the promise of discovery are what keep people coming back for more. But as the insider reveals, this endless quest for treasure is nothing more than a carefully crafted narrative designed to maintain interest and generate profit. Something big is happening on Oak Island in 2025, not just another empty hole in the ground, not just another theory. The team is closer than ever before. They found new tunnels, strange underground chambers, and clear evidence that someone centuries ago went to extreme lengths to hide something. And for the first time, they might be standing just a few feet away from answers that have been buried for hundreds of years. Think people have spent their entire lives chasing this secret. Some even died trying. Over the years, searchers have uncovered wooden structures, ancient tools, and even traces of gold and silver in the water. But what's missing is the final piece, the thing that proves once and for all what's been hidden on Oak Island. Now that final piece might be within reach. A newly discovered tunnel, believed to be from the 1600s, is leading straight to an area where high levels of gold and silver have been detected. That alone is huge, but there's more. A massive underground cavern, something they're calling Aladdin's Cave, has been found. And from what the scans are showing, it's not just some random hole in the ground. It looks man-made. Someone built this. Someone had a reason to dig this deep. What's buried down there? Gold? Ancient artifacts? A secret that could change history? If what they've found so far is any sign of what's coming next, this could be the biggest breakthrough in Oak Island's history. They're closer than ever, but what will they find when they finally break through? And will it be worth the centuries of searching? Let's get into it. The garden shaft mystery deepens. The search for answers on Oak Island has never been easy. Every time it seems like they're on the verge of a breakthrough, something stands in the way. In 2024, that challenge is happening 90 feet underground in a place called the Garden Shaft. Rick and Marty Lagina, along with their team, have spent years trying to reach what they believe could be a hidden treasure chamber beneath the Money Pit. The latest round of excavations has taken them deeper than ever before, bringing them within striking distance of a mysterious tunnel. Believed to be from the 1600s, everything was going according to plan, but then, as always, Oak Island threw them a curveball: water, and not just a little. For over 2 centuries, water has been the biggest enemy of treasure hunters on Oak Island. Every time someone has tried to dig deep enough to reach the unknown, water has rushed in, flooding tunnels and making progress nearly impossible. Theories have swirled for years. Some say the original builders of the Money Pit designed it this way on purpose, using hidden flood tunnels to trap anyone who tried to steal what they buried. Others believe the underground geology of the island is to blame, with natural channels allowing ocean water to pour in. Either way, it's happening again, but this time, the water isn't coming from where they expected. Instead of flooding from below, it's infiltrating from the sides of the garden shaft, creeping in through small cracks and weakening the structure. If they don't stop it now, it could destroy years of work. Worse, it could put the team in danger. So they're fighting back.